What? DC Democrat spreads insane conspiracy theory that accuses Jewish people. A Washington, D.C., lawmaker made comments on Facebook recently, criticizing the weather. What he said about Jewish people, though, has landed him in hot water. For decades, Democrats have claimed to be the party of minorities. They have soared to political success, thanks to propaganda. Liberals claim to attack racism, discrimination, and inequality. But, their policies, once in power, do very little to improve America. Maybe that's because the Democrats are the party of racists. It was the Democratic Party that opposed the abolition of slavery. Democrats created and supported the KKK. The Democratic Party supports Planned Parenthood, a group that targets minorities for abortions and birth control. And, let's not forget that it's the Democrats who impose terrible government programs that keep minorities below the poverty line. Thank LBJ for that. With that in mind, you might not be surprised to learn that a local DC Democrat holds some very hostile views towards Jewish people. In a video posted to Facebook, the legislator concocted an insane theory about the weather. In essence, he claimed Jews were controlling the DC climate. I kid you not. Tron White Sr., D. Ward 8, a local Washington, D.C. lawmaker, blamed Jews controlling the climate in a video published on his Facebook page. The video is shot through the windshield of a car driving down a D.C. freeway. The sky is gray, snow flurries fall, and White then warns everyone about the Jews and their ability to control the climate as a means to create natural disasters that in turn allowed them to own the cities. Source: Breitbart. Man, it just started snowing out of nowhere this morning, man. Y'all better pay attention to this climate control, man, this climate manipulation, White warns. And DC keep talking about, we a resilient city. And that's a model based off the Rothschilds controlling the climate to create natural disasters they can pay for to own the cities, man. Be careful. What? This is an elected official? The man sounds like a crazy person. Seriously, this is something that a person with a tinfoil hat would say. The Rothschilds, by the way, are a prominent Jewish family. Anti-Semites frequently refer to them, and a few other notable Jewish families, when they push their idiotic views. Many anti-Semites claim that powerful Jews control our society. By accusing the Rothschilds of controlling the weather, Tron White is pushing the idea that Jews are committing comic book level evil to manipulate Washington, D.C. It's really shocking when you think about it. White has been elected to represent the people of D.C. His decisions affect many people living in the area. Every elected official is held to a high standard. Yet, this man casually mentions a crazy, anti-Semitic conspiracy theory, because of snow on the road. Just imagine the outrage had a conservative posted this video. Media outlets would be calling for his resignation. We wouldn't hear the end of it. It would be headline news for days. Yet, because this was a Democrat, the media is trying to sweep it under the carpet. Of course, once the video circulated, White tried to pull back his statement. Talking to the Washington Post, he spewed typical sounding talking points. I guess he hoped to paper over this gaffe. I work hard every day to combat racism and prejudices of all kinds, White began. I want to apologize to the Jewish community and anyone I have offended, he added. The Jewish community have been allies with me in my journey to help people. I did not intend to be anti-Semitic, and I see I should not have said that after learning from my colleagues. This sounds like something a staffer wrote for him to cover up the offense. But, the cat's out of the bag, White. We know what you really believe about Jewish people. Sadly, this is a very common thing among the Democratic Party. A shocking number of notable Democrats have been associated with radical anti-Semites. White is just the latest Democrat to attach himself to straight-up anti-Semitism. Former President Barack Obama, National Committee Deputy Chairman Keith Ellison, Democrat Reps. Maxine Waters and Barbara Lee of California, Gregory Meeks of New York, Danny Davis of Illinois, Andre Carson of Indiana, Keith Ellison of Minnesota, James Clyburn of South Carolina and Al Green of Texas all have been tied to anti-Semitic hate preacher Louis Farrakhan. Source: Breitbart. It seems like there are quite a few liberals who share Tron White's ideas. It makes you wonder about the kind of policy these lawmakers want to pass in the United States.